Ba-da-da-bum-bum. Previously on The West Wing.
No, this is not The West Wing. This is, in fact, A Little Too Quiet, a Ferndale Library podcast brought to you by the Friends of the Ferndale Area District Library, Mary Graham.
Yeah, that one was for my dad.
What we are doing, what we're here for today, is, in fact, though, a two-parter. It's something that's going to require a recap. All right.
Dun dun dun. Incoming.
So there's a monster barreling towards you through the water. You're in the middle of the lake with your canoe. You've just seen that there's this glowing rune, and that's where we're going to end it for part one. We are back playing the second part of Monster of the Week, a tabletop role-playing game available here at the library. And I'm Erin, your GM, with my cast of characters. We have Kelly.
Hi, I'm head of adult services. I love, tabletop RPGs and have been playing them for way too gosh darn long.
And you are playing the character Danny Wallace, if I remember correctly, a spell slinger.
Correct, in sweatpants with a backpack.
And then, of course, you already heard her, but it's Mary Graham.
It is me. I'm the problem. It's me. I am also a youth services librarian. I have just a tiny bit of experience with RPGs. I'm currently in training to be a GM for some library programming we got coming up. And I am playing Nellie Sly, a snoop who is an intrepid newspaper woman out for the truth.
Yes. And, of course, returning for their second time on the podcast, it's Caius.
Hi, I'm Caius. I work in circulation, and I am Laurel the Mundane.
Just your average person, which we love. Now, we left off with the three of you, our three investigators, going to this summer camp, Lily Lake. It's a great camp. There used to be another camp nearby. We don't know what happened to that one. Bad things, if you recall, were mentioned. You talked to a cook who previously gone to the camp that stood before this current one. This current camp is very new. You also talked to a scientist student working on her thesis, and she talked about the odd things within the lake, some glowing, some samples were needed. Some samples were being analyzed, and the three of you volunteered to go into the center of the lake, and y'all stirred up some trouble out there. So where we're picking up is from the three of you in this rowboat with something barreling through the water towards you, as seen through the magic mystic third eye of Danny. So I'm going to go right into it. What are y'all going to do? I will remind you in this game system, folks at home and also players at the table who haven't played this in a little bit with me, you cannot kill the creature until you have discovered its weakness.
So in the immortal words of Monty Python, run away?
Run away. Danny will see this monster rocketing toward their tiny little boat, holding this probably BCUD for scuba diving, having no idea what to do with it, promptly scream from the horrors of the third eye and say, "Get to land now." Dropping the scuba diving equipment into the lake.
So you had the scuba diving equipment. I assume then it was either Nellie or Laurel who had been doing the rowing. Which one of you was rowing?
I was rowing.
Okay, then I'm going to need you to roll for me. Well, first, are you going to, in fact, do the classic maneuver of retreat, retreat, retreat? This is not running. We're retreating strategically.
Definitely.
All right. Could you act under pressure for me then? So you're going to roll your 2 dice and then add your plus cool.
11?
Hey, that's great. On a 10 plus, you get to do exactly what you set out to do. So you go. And it's basically like a Scooby-Doo scene with, like, you're basically a motorboat going. You're like, bah, 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 with these oars. And it's like, zoom!
Nice.
Or like the thing in animated movies where like the oars touch the water and the boat like leapfrogs.
Yeah, basically. So as you zoom away back over to, are you going back to the dock? Or are you going to a different part of the shore of the lake? Where you want to
We were in the
escape to?
center, right?
You were in the center.
Well, let's go towards the no-go zone.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there is a no-go zone near the top of the lake, so you're getting in that direction, which is good because technically your boat would have been oriented in that direction, so it makes a lot of sense.
Surely this will have no consequences.
Well, the thing coming through the water is coming at you from an angle to that, so it would be at your like 2 o'clock. So you are going to escape, but you will see as you go kind of uncomfortably close, like this fast moving ripple under the water kind of thing, like when you can tell that there's something under the water moving, because like you see like the little ripple path that's kind of cutting through with the water, but you can't see it. You see this ripple. It's big. Like, if you had to guess, this critter is at least like, it's not like fish size. This is like a 6-foot thing in the water that you can't see, but you can tell it, like you just missed something that was coming towards you. But
Nope.
but with that good of a roll, Caius, Laurel must have been on some sort of swimming team or rowing team and is able to get y'all over to the shore. We'll say that it's pretty sandy over here. There's like a little bit of like a sandy bank, and then it goes into some trees because up at this part of the lake is a hiking trail and also the no-go zone, which... As you get, are you going to investigate the no-go zone? Or are you going onto the trail? What is your
Probably
plan
run
now?
into the no-go zone, not necessarily on purpose.
I think that we spill out of the boat to a whole chorus of nope, and we perhaps stumble a bit on the sand. Sand is soft, and then I think Laurel's right. We just keep running.
All right.
I don't think there's a sign that says no-go zone.
There is in fact not, but there
It would
is.
be funny if there were.
As you get, well, actually, now that you say it, you run right into a giant chain link like fence that says no go zone. No.
That could mean anything. I scale the fence.
Well, it looks like it is a construction site.
Oh.
So there's this chain link fence that you see, like the temporary ones that get barricades to prevent young children from wandering into heavy machinery areas, and adults too. But there's this whole fenced off area, and it looks like they are like cutting down trees. That you see several pieces of heavy machinery equipment that would be useful for like logging, and also looks like on the left hand most side from your perspective, it's more cleared out, and they're very much starting to erect buildings, and you see like they're getting ready for asphalt to go down, and then the more as you go towards like the right hand side of this no-go zone that you can see, you see that they're in the process of cutting down more of the forest that once surrounded Lily Lake.
Guys, I have an idea.
Is it find the Lorax?
What if the lake creature is functionally the Lorax?
Oh.
What if the lake creature is mad because they're cutting down the trees? And what if we figure out how to let the lake creature out, and it can just eat all of the people cutting down the trees? Listen, before I was on the paranormal beat. I was an environmental reporter. I have
Fully
very
support this.
strong feelings.
It's very good. The people cutting the trees are just doing a job. They're just being paid.
What if we let the lake creature out so that the contractors go, run away, and then they run away, and then they're like, there's a giant lake monster there, we should scrap the whole project. And if the people who are bankrolling the project insist on keeping it going, we convince them to do a site visit, the lake monster eats them, and then it stops going after the children. I've solved it.
Although I agree with the sentiments here, we are here to reduce the amount of people getting eaten. So,
Yes, if
hence
we
the-
eat one rich man, then we will reduce the amount of children that get eaten. It is a reduction.
It should be noted, none of the construction people have been eaten yet. The only people being terrorized so far that you know of have, in fact, been the campers.
Well, of course, because there's a
children.
fence. What if we dig up the fence? And then we just jump up and down and say, hello, friendly lake monster, this side. What about this side? Aaron has been a GM for me before in games where I'm just like, how do I pull a heist as a sentient bear on rich people? I'm afraid this is
Oh,
becoming
yeah,
a
you
theme.
guys had a whole scam
We
going.
did have a whole
That was
scam
great.
going.
Okay.
But I'm starting to learn some things about myself. Anyway,
That's the fun of tabletop role-playing games, right, Grant?
I agree. So my concern is that this is not the first time the bog monster has shown up.
yes.
We know that.
Yes.
I don't think they were doing construction last time. However, I am very interested in this heavy equipment and maybe taking down the fence. And maybe how deep was the end with the rock?
You would guess that there's no way this heavy machinery could go and really, unless you have the keys to turn it on and know how to drive and operate this already. This kind of stuff is highly specialized and probably is not going to be super usable by you.
But Danny, if anyone has a certification for construction driving, I feel like it would be you.
You know? We've got magic. We could find out. One way or another will reduce the process of them cutting down trees. I boost you over the fence.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, sure. You're over the fence, Nellie. What are you going to do in this construction zone?
Can I roll to investigate a mystery?
So yes, I would allow that. A couple of them here would. What are you trying to learn from doing this? Are you trying to figure out what the purpose is more,
Where are the
or
keys?
so you're looking for the keys?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that could be a what is being concealed here. Go ahead and roll.
So that's 8.
All right, so you do get to ask one question with an 8. I'm going to assume you're going to go with the what's being concealed here one.
Yes, what is being concealed?
So the keys that you're looking for are going to be in the foreman's, like, you know, like they have those temporary
Yeah.
kind of not quite a trailer type things that they have for construction projects when they're going to last a bit. There's a like foreman's trailer thing is where you assume that could be. You do also notice that the building, the construction that you do see here matches the construction of like the log cabins and whatnot of the camp.
And all of that was new, right?
Yes, this is the first season for this camp.
Are they just expanding the camp?
That's my thought.
Okay. Okay.
Well, in that case, that means there would be more campers, and we don't want the water monster eating more of them.
So we probably.
We-
Yeah.
Mary Graham is now struggling internally. I can see it on her face because she really wants to play with the construction equipment and bring down the rich, but loves camp.
For the good of the team and the children, I climb back over the fence.
Okay. That's fair. I'm still tempted by that equipment. Just because I don't think the lake monster can get me in a cat. All right.
Well, before I climb back over the fence, do you want me to see if I can find the keys?
I'm gonna come with you.
Okay, great.
Oh, will you boost me?
Yeah, of course.
Excellent.
I'll just sit on the other side of the fence and wait for you guys though.
Cool.
Yell if you see a lake monster, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll leave you with my backpack. I'm not sure if it'll be helpful, but you got it.
So I'm going to have Nellie and Danny roll me read a bad situation.
All right.
So this is going to be your dice plus sharp.
Okay.
8 for me.
Okay.
That would be a 10.
Excellent. All right. So normally for this kind of roll, you guys are rolling it because you're getting a bad vibe. But I wanted to, since it's our kind of like first time basically playing this system, give you a little bit of a hint here because one of the things is what's the best way in? And you're trying to find the best way in to this trailer, right? And I'm just going to let you know now, there are people in this trailer and you can see them through the windows on it. So the best way in is not going to be the front door. It is going to be, there's a open window that you'll notice along the back.
Do you want to distract them at the front door and I'll crawl
I
on
do.
the
I
back?
have my tape recorder. Surprise inspection time.
Perfect.
Yeah, okay. Describe to me how this goes.
My jaunty hat, while waterlogged, is still jaunty. So I affix it to my head. I take out my trusty tape recorder and I stride up to the front door with all the confidence of someone who covered the environment before I switched to paranormal investigating. And I knock loudly on the door and I say, "Site inspector, open up."
Okay, and you hear some someone of someone moving around inside, and this older gentleman definitely has been we're out working in the sun, gray hair, opens up the door, and he goes, "Hello, can I help you?"
Why, yes, sir. I'm here for your construction site inspection. I'm going to need you to step out of the trailer and come with me.
Can I see your badge, please?
Yes, of course. Here it is. I open my jacket. I close my jacket very quickly.
No, I'm going to need to see that.
So this is the thing about a surprise inspection.
Ma'am,
It's a surprise.
ma'am, I've been on this job for 35 years.
And thank you for your
and
service.
This is not how inspections go.
Well, not anymore, because we
I need
received
to see
reports.
some credentials.
We received reports that you were in cahoots. Not you personally, sir. I'm sure that you're an honest and upstanding person, but people on this site have been in cahoots with previous inspectors. And so, to prevent any kind of possible future cahootery, I am basically the plainclothes officer version of Danny, dear God, please be sneaking in through the back door while I am stalling.
I am speaking through the back door while this conversation is happening.
Okay. So what I'm gonna need is for Nellie to roll me a manipulate someone, and this is gonna be pretty tricky to get what you want to happen because he knows how inspections go.
Even with my what does that feel like powers?
Oh, please describe the what does this feel like power to me.
When you put your camera or microphone right in a person's face, they break off whatever they are doing. They might go right back to it after they deal with you, but you will create enough time for other hunters to act in the meantime.
Oh, okay. So you're not actually trying to accomplish something. You're just full on. This is
I
just
am a distraction.
Okay, so we're gonna say that you are using this ability. Does it have a role that associated with it, or is it just one of your moves that you can do?
It says that it is just a move I can do, along with
Excellent.
my Snoop moves.
Excellent. Okay, so yeah, that's what you're doing. You're going back and forth arguing about codes and safety regulations and
Yes, I'm going to
whatnot.
need you to state your name into the tape recorder, just for the record,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
for when I go back to central office.
His name is Hank.
Thank you, Hank. Like I said, I've seen many upstanding construction workers such as yourself. I just have to ask you a couple of questions.
So let's now go over. I'm gonna make you roll a act under pressure for this.
Cool, cool.
To be sneaky, because you know there's some stakes here. You could get caught. Let's see if you can act under pressure. It's gonna be a plus cool.
Okay, that is an 8.
All right. So you get a choice. You can either have a worse outcome. There can be a hard choice or a price to pay for this.
Let's go with a price to pay for this.
Okay, so the price to pay is you're going to be able to get in. Mary Graham, you're going to get kicked out.
Ah, well. It's not the first time I've had burly, angry construction workers slamming doors in my face in my journalistic career.
He could tell you're too journalistic in nature, and
Dang.
the lack of actual credentials that he absolutely has to see, and the lack of a hard hat really is what gets you.
Darn,
because
it
he
was
knows
the
that
waterlogged jaunty hat.
everyone knows that a true inspector at a construction site would have the proper safety equipment, which would be a hard hat and some steel-toe boots and the safety vest.
And naturally, we left all those in Danny's backpack.
Alas.
All right. Well, you know what? Fair enough. My relentless thirst for the truth wasn't credential enough, I see.
Really briefly, though, I am going to go back over to Caius. Laurel, you're just hanging out in the woods. You're just keeping an eye out for stuff, right?
Correct.
I need you to roll read a bad situation.
I'm taking notes on that evil game master laugh, by the way.
What does that look like?
So it's going to be a plus sharp roll for you.
7?
7. Okay. So I'm going to tell you right now what the biggest threat is to you. And it's the fact that you see something in the water headed in your direction.
Does it leave the water?
Not yet. You have some time. It's a bit far off, but it's coming closer. You think it's whatever was described to you as a nope earlier.
Can I see anything about the monster through the water?
I will give you that. You know what? How about roll investigate a mystery for me? That's what we'll do.
Okay. What,
So investigate mystery is going to be plus sharp.
9?
All right. So for a 9, you get to ask one question about this. I'm going to be going with for you, like, what is being concealed here seems like the best option for you. Or what sort of creature is it, kind of a thing. What you see is, it looks like a ginormous blob of seaweed, but also kind of humanoid. So it looks like, do you know the, like, mummy monsters that you see in, like, old movies or Scooby-Doo episodes, like that kind of a vibe? Imagine that, but, like, bulkier, and instead of bandages wrapped around, it's the seaweed, and there's a pair of glowing eyes. And it's zooming on. It's like locked in on you.
I'm so sorry we left you.
Well, actually, I have a question, because now that I've been kicked off the construction site, am I back at the fence?
We're going to say you're currently on your way back.
I'm on my way back to the fence. Sorry, Laurel.
I
They made the classic blunder, folks, of separating the party. Something you should never do,
only
but many do.
slightly less well known.
I feel like I would just sit there and wait till someone comes back. Because I don't know if it would actually leave the water.
Ooh, you want to see if it's gonna leave the water? Okay. So while that's happening, let's zoom back over to Danny.
Yes.
You have made it into this trailer. It looks kind of like a temporary office setup for whatever a construction office site setup would look like. There's like blueprints and jazz and muddy floors, tables and desks with like little folders and jazz all over it. A hook of keys.
I take the hook of keys.
All right. Well, which keys are you taking? It looks
Okay.
like there's a variety, one for each kind of like machine, and then for some of the different buildings and stuff too.
I'm going to focus on all the ones that look like they belong to a machine.
Alrighty. Yeah, I think you can do that.
Okay.
So you go and you're gonna grab some machine like keys. You searching around is happening during the same time that Mary Graham has been pulling her ruse upon poor Hank. And so that's how we line these things up timeline wise. So as Mary Graham is being kicked off, or Nellie is being kicked off, you manage to, about the same time, give me an act under pressure. Let's see if you can get out.
Yes. Okay.
Because you found the keys and you got in during this time, but can you get out before he turns around?
That's a 12.
Awesome. Okay, so you get to do what you want, and you do it really well. So you time it. So the slamming of his door as he closes it after talking to Nellie coincides perfectly with the slamming of your door as you leave again,
I barrel roll.
which was completely unnecessary, but also
Completely
was it?
necessary.
So you managed to sneak away. You two are kind of headed back now at the same time, unaware. And you're all going to meet up again just as this thing is about to hit the shore.
I think at that point I'd be freaking out. Probably making noises to alert other people to assist me.
All right, so the two of you look over, and there's Laura like, pointing.
I will shout, open up the backpack, grab the revolver.
I guess I'm searching for a revolver in the backpack.
It's in the front pocket.
Okay. Would I shoot at the monster then?
You can. It's currently still in the water, and I don't know how water physics work with bullets, but you could shoot into the water. I think it kind of works.
It does.
I think it slows it down, but it would still hurt a heck ton. If you want to go ahead and roll a kick some butt roll, it's going to be a plus tough.
9?
9. Okay.
I have 0 tough, but apparently a good dice roll.
Nice.
So, the good news, bad news of rolling a 9. So, you and whatever you're fighting get to inflict harm on each other.
Oh no.
Yes, which means that this thing is also going to get a chance to do something against you with this, as long as they can do something, they can reach you. So, your shot is going to go off. What is the stats on that weapon? Who's got the revolver?
I've got the revolver. I don't know what the stats are.
It should
though.
say it's like a harm number next to the actual item.
Got it. Okay. History. Gear. 1 revolver. 2 harm, close, reload, loud.
Okay, so a loud shot goes off. It's it's close range, which is fine because that's what you got. And it's a 2 harm. That you hear a gurgly roar, like a that sounds
Oh.
really angry. And let's see, what does it have that would be the same thing. Ooh, yes. And then suddenly a big, like, sludge wave comes and crashes up onto the shore and is going to manage to hit you.
I've been slimed.
You've been slimed. So this slime has the effect of doing 2 harm to you.
Oof.
So you're going to have to mark off or keep track that you have gotten 2 harm done from your thing. And it ignores armor, unfortunately. So if you've got any armor on, it doesn't matter. So that's what it's just done.
Okay.
Let's go over to Nellie and Danny. You just you saw pew pew, and then the sludge.
Laurel, you got slimed. Wait, Danny, we have to get over the fence. We have to get over the fence.
Will immediately boost you over the fence.
I go over the fence.
You're over the fence.
Is there any...
Actually, you know what? Now that it's not just you get to take your time thing, but you're kind of rushing, give me an act under pressure to get over this fence.
5.
Oh.
So, that's a no.
Oh, no.
I fall down trying to get over the
Fall
fence.
down trying to get over the fence. We'll just leave that as the consequence of failing the roll.
Yeah.
You try to scrabble up, but in your haste, you can't get... Gosh darn it, these fences are not made for shoes to fit, especially delightful little saddle shoes, which I assume are what you're wearing.
Naturally.
They don't fit very well to these chain link gaps, and so you couldn't get quite the toe hold that you needed, and you tripped back down.
And also, I'm so worried about Laurel because he's covered in slime.
Exactly. How about you? What are you going to do, Kelly?
I am going to try and climb my way up over the fence. Because I know what's in my backpack. And
Alright.
it's questionable.
All right, roll out your act under pressure for me.
Cool. Oh,
Wee, dice run away.
thank you. Sorry. Oh no. That would be a 4.
So
Neither of us are getting over that fence.
neither of you getting over that fence. Let's go back over to Laurel. You shot at the thing. You got slimed. Your friends are stuck on the other side of this fence going, ah!
Definitely just gonna run away.
All right.
Yeah. Reasonable.
Towards, you said there was a hiking path.
Yes, there is a hiking path that goes around the whole lake. You could easily hop onto that and take off.
Run towards the scientist camp.
Okay, yep, you could do that if you wanted to. It'll be going that way. So you're going to go counterclockwise around the lake to get to the scientist camp if that's where you want to go.
Does the lake monster follow, or does it continue glaring at us on the other side of the fence?
You see it, like, it kind of disappears down again into the... So you see it's leaving.
Okay.
You don't know if it's following or if it's doing its own retreat, but it's not sticking around.
Danny, I have an idea. If we can't get over the fence, we take the keys and we get a bulldozer and we tear the fence down.
I agree. Let's go.
I was going to say, now that you're not under pressure, you could just climb over and it would be fine. But
The fence must pay.
okie dokie.
All right. What's the closest heavy equipment?
Probably one of those things used to grab logs. Like one of those, it's like kind of like the crane,
Oh,
but it's
the
got
crane
like the claw
arms? Yeah.
on it. It's one of those things.
I'm excited. I go for that one.
All right. I will say, Hank has heard this gunshot go off and is clearly now exiting and is heading in your direction.
Mind your own business, Hank.
Hank heard a gunshot. What is Hank supposed to do?
I used to go to camp in West Virginia. We knew what to ignore during hunting season. That's a true story.
Were they hunting by children's summer camps?
Aaron, it was hunting season. They weren't anywhere close to us, but do you know how sound carries in the mountains?
That's fair.
I am obviously Hank is saying me get into this equipment, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I have a choice that I can make. I am going to use my magic, sort of like a parlor trick.
Okay.
My clothing will billow around me and I will look big and scary like Gandalf occasionally does. And I will say, Hank, we need your help.
Okay. Huh. So I think we're going to interpret this because I don't think it's anything that actually would be under your use magic kind of different abilities and effects that you can do.
It's called thinking outside the box.
Yes, we're thinking outside of the list of things that you can do with the magic. But I am going to actually no, it does fit one of these. Okay, go ahead and roll to use your magic to make this magic happen as you want it to go.
Okay, so that's gonna be a weird roll, right?
Yes.
Okay, that would be a 8.
An 8, excellent. Okay, so it gets to work imperfectly. So the effect is going to be you're going to do something that is beyond human limitations. You're making yourself look big and do woo-y effects.
Yes.
The other part of this is that you get a glitch. So the glitch is going to be that it's gonna be a real short duration. This is gonna only last for like a couple of seconds.
Okay.
So you go get Vic, you go like, Hank, we need your help. And it goes, shoot. Floop. And Hank is just like, what in tarnation?
Hank, I'm a wizard. I know you've been working here for a bit, obviously because there's a construction zone. I know I don't look very wizardly, but hear me out. There's a lake monster. It just slimed our friend. I could really use your help getting to the magical rock at the bottom of the lake that the lake monster uses as its source of power. And I can prove to you that there is a lake monster because it really doesn't like us.
Okay, in the distance, you hear me jumping up and down, trying to prove a point, and going, "Lake monster, slime, lake monster, it slimed Laurel." Just over and I'm kind of in shock.
Go ahead and roll manipulate someone because we're trying to convince them to do something for us. It's going to be a plus charm roll.
Okay.
Unless you got a special ability that you can use here to help you. Okay.
I'm a wizard in sweatpants and flip-flops. We're doing our best here. That is a 10.
Hey, great. So they're going to do it for the reason that you gave them. And basically he's going to be like, I thought that I saw something in that lake and no one believed me. And if you're convinced, you're clearly something is afoot here and it's more than what I can deal with. Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's go. We need that machine to work. Do you know how to operate?
That crane is not going to go that deep into the water. We need something else. Be right back. And he's going to return with essentially it looks kind of like a skiff that can go out into the float on the water. Mm-hmm. But it has its own crane kind of abilities to it, kind of like when ships need to pull out and dredge things up out of the water because bad things get in the water and they have to unclog whatever. So he brings out some of this equipment. He's like, well, we were just using this on the grotto to kind of clear out some of there's a huge buildup of logs and stuff in that grotto, so we were using it for that, but I think this could do the trick.
Hank, you are amazing. Also, we need to get our friend Laurel really quick.
Do I make it to the scientist camp?
It's going to take you a while to get there because that's about a mile from your current location. So it's going to be taking you a while to get over there. And I don't know if you want to go all the way without your friends or if you decide to just get far enough away that you felt safe.
Well, the lady had asked us to get samples and I am covered in slime.
All right, so we can say that you're working your way there if you want to get there faster. I would allow a act under pressure roll for you to try to take some, we'll say, off the trail shortcuts.
Plus cool. 12.
That would do it. All you really need was a 7 to 9. Yeah, you find like it's kind of hilly. You find a hill, you find a vine, you swing over it. You are like parkouring over rocks and trees that have fallen. Like this would normally take someone a long time to get through. You get through amazingly fast. Almost defying expectations of what can be physically possible for a mundane, but you can. And yeah, you're going to reach the campsite. So we've got Danny going out onto the skiff, I assume, with Hank.
Yeah.
We've got Laurel going to camp. What is Nellie doing?
Apologizing to Hank for deception is for a good cause.
Are you going out on the skiff with them?
I don't think I can put my microphone in the monster's face and have what does that feel like work on them.
Probably would not.
So if we are first attempting to pick up Laurel, that means I assume I would like to get in the skiff. But when we find Laurel over at Priya's, and sound carries over a lake, so I kind of assume that we're just going to go, hello, woo, 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 and then perhaps Laurel will hear us and go, over here, or something. I don't know. I would like to be left wherever Laurel is. Also because I feel bad for having abandoned him and then he got slimed. So I am not staying in the skiff is the short answer.
Okay. So very quickly, we'll say while you and Hank are dredging up things, Danny, Laurel, you make it to camp. You find Priya, who is our thesis student working on stuff. She is, face to a microscope examining something on a slide. She looks up, she goes, "Did you fall in the lake?"
Do I tell her about the monster?
That's up to you.
Sure, I fell in the lake, but I have lots of samples for you now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's examine some of it now. She grabs out a little beaker with a stopper, and she scoops them into that, and she sets it aside, and she grabs several samples of it so that way she can test against different things and have a control sample. She's like, "Hey, I know you're an intern, and I don't normally let interns this, but since you did get covered in this muck, would you like to examine it underneath the microscope with me?"
Yes.
Let's leave it right now. She takes off her slide and she shows you what's in there. Go ahead and roll me investigate a mystery, which is going to be plus sharp.
9.
A 9. So on a 9, you look at this slime and it's glowing very, very faintly. It's hard to see because it's daytime, but it's glowing super faintly. And as you see, as it's exposed to the sunlight, you think it gets less and less visible. Like this glow is fading in the sun. You would assume, based on that, sun is a no-go for whatever is going on with this magic. And it's very clearly magic as you look under, because otherwise the microscope just says, "I'm slime. I made of silicate particles." And that's what you tell Priya is like, silicate particles, of course. Do you tell her about the fading of the glow, or do you not mention the glow?
No, I don't think we need to tell her about the magic.
Okay. And then, of course, Nellie comes on over, not covered in slime.
Stumbling out of the skiff, Laurel, I'm so sorry, and we couldn't even get over the fence, but it's fine. It's fine. I apologize to Hank.
Fence? What fence?
Well, the fence back where we were trying to get to Laurel.
What? I'm sorry. I just asked you guys to go into the water.
You know what, Priya? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem.
Okay. Just
but I'm here
guys,
to help out now.
Don't climb any fences because that could get us in trouble with the school.
Oh, I am the school. Don't worry
I'm
about
in
it.
charge of the students.
Remember, I'm doing
That's true. You were the
administrative stuff.
You were the administrator.
Don't worry about it, Priya.
Okay,
Don't worry. I promise. And anyway, we're letting Danny she's got a thing she's got to do. But before she goes, did you with the slime? Did you look anything interesting?
I think we'll have to go outside of the away from Priya to talk about it.
We'll see that you guys walk a bit further away from.
Priya, just give us a minute. Don't worry about it. None of your funding is in danger. This is all going great.
It's getting close to dinner time. I'm gonna go and grab some food.
That's so smart.
Do you want anything? Pizza?
Honestly, if you could just a cup of tea out here. Could go for a cup of tea.
that might
But
be
Danny, you're
difficult.
gonna want pizza, aren't you?
I would like food, yes. Can I have pizza?
Pizza sounds grand.
I am a college student. Please feed me.
All right. So Priya runs off. You're gonna go, of course, and
It does seem like there's a light sensitivity magic.
you get a radio
Oh.
call because Hank gave you a walkie-talkie,
Thank you, Hank.
and Hank is like, "Okay, I've got hang on whatever's down here. What do you want me to do?"
Okay, so it doesn't like sunlight. So can you get the rock at the bottom that's glowing and put it in the sunlight?
Sure thing. Hank goes, you can hear even from being on shore. This machine is straining. Something's big, something is heavy. But it manages to pull up this gigantic rock covered, etched with these runes that Danny, you would know from being a wizard. These are real old.
Oh.
Like, this is old magic, like Cthulhu-esque level magic kind of vibes. Real bad stuff.
Oh.
And he pulls it out. The glow, as it comes out of the water, you see it glowing so brightly when it's just underneath the surface. And as it gets closer and closer to the surface and more light can reach it, it starts to fade. And as it comes out, it goes completely dark. It looks just like a regular stone. But then you hear a ginormous death shriek as the Merc monster, with no longer its source of magic feeding it, perishes down at the bottom.
We didn't
And
even
you
get
have
to feed it a
done
rich
it.
person.
You didn't. But on the bright side, no kids got eaten,
That's
everyone.
a good point.
Yay! We did it!
Thank you, Laurel, for your mad science skills.
Excellent.
Slime
Mad
saves
science
everybody.
skills and the power of the sun saved the day.
Yeah.
And also friendship.
And also
Yes.
friendship. Just some fun little notes, things that you didn't see. There was the old camp on the map and the other no-go zone, where you would have found out that what happened previously was a kid drowned in the lake and out in the middle because of a dare.
Oh, no.
And basically got consumed by this eldritch powers, and then ended up starting to essentially pull people and lure people in, doing magical things. People started going crazy around camp, and the people who were crazy either went into the lake and drowned, or burnt down the camp in an attempt to make it stop. So that's
Wow.
what happened to the old camp. Isn't that fun?
That's terrifying. I like to think that Hank gets credited with everything.
And
Good job,
that
Hank.
Priya gets to write cool science papers.
Oh, yes. Bria goes on to write the best thesis ever. She does go on to her doctorate, and we're all very proud of Bria.
And we're all sitting around eating pizza.
Yep.
Yeah.
Around a campfire as all the kids sing the song about the lake monster, which was really funny because it would have told you a lot of things sooner, going, Bogawog, sleep good at night. Bogawog, the Merc will hold you tight. Up goes the fire to stay nice and dry, or down in the bottom of the lake you'll lie. Drowned in the water, no place to hide. Here comes the monster of Sunnyside.
Jeez.
So they're all singing that around the fire while you eat your pizza.
Yeah, it's pretty normal camp stuff.
Yeah. And that is where we're going to end things.
Thanks, Erin.
Yay! Thank you, everyone who listened to our episode, our part 2. I hope you've already listened to part 1. If not, go listen to that and all of our other wonderful podcast episodes because they're pretty gosh dang cool. Once again, we'd like to thank our friends of the library for supporting our podcast.
And John Duffy for giving us all the music that opens and closes each episode.
Yes, and if you would like to support us, remember to rate, review, and subscribe.
And if you want to join the friends, go to ferndalefriends.org.
Yeah, we'll see you next time, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.